You know, we all love quoting our favorite movies. But what if I told you that you're probably quoting movies all the time without even realizing it? Yeah, that's right. Today, we're going to uncover the secret Hollywood scripts that have snuck into your everyday conversations. I mean, really think about it. How many times have you said something that just popped into your head and felt perfect for the moment? Well, there's a good chance you were actually channeling a famous movie character.
It's true. So many of our go-to phrases, the funny ones, the serious ones, you name it, they actually have these secret origins in classic films. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to play detective and trace them all the way back to the source. Okay, let's start with the absolute basics. How we say hi and how we say bye. As it turns out, Hollywood has given us some incredibly dramatic and hilarious ways to do both. First up, we have this classic, maybe the cheesiest romantic line ever, from Jerry Maguire. You know the one. It's supposed to be this huge, heartfelt moment. But how do we get from there to where we are now?
Well, what's so great is how we've totally repurposed it. The original line was all about, "Stop talking. I was sold on you from the very first second." Now it's become this fantastic, funny formula. Your friend wants to hang out and mentions free pizza? You had me at free pizza. It's just the perfect shorthand for being instantly convinced.
All right, let's do a complete 180 from sweet romance to, well, to this. This is one of the most intense, unforgettable lines from the gangster classic, Scarface. And this is a perfect example of how these phrases just totally transform. I mean, in the movie, it's a terrifying life or death moment before everything erupts. But in real life, we use it to joke around and show off something that's maybe a little over the top, but completely harmless. You order an extra large pizza, you hold it up, and you just gotta say the line. The humor is all in that massive difference between the dark original and the silly way we use it today. So let's keep going with that idea because it's incredible how many lines that started out as deadly serious threats have now become our favorite jokes. And you absolutely cannot talk about threatening one-liners without talking about the legend himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. His roles in the Terminator movies gave us two of the most famous phrases of all time. And let's be real, his unique accent is what made them so iconic and, honestly, so much fun to imitate, even when we're really bad at it. Okay, first up, "I'll be back." Just three simple words from the Terminator that somehow managed to sound like the most chilling promise you've ever heard. What's just amazing here is the complete flip. In the movie, when he says it, he immediately comes back by driving a car through the police station. It's a terrifying promise of destruction. But today, we say it when we're just popping out of the room to grab a drink, almost always with a terrible Arnold impression. It's gone from a deadly threat to a goofy, "be right back." And he wasn't done yet. In the sequel, Terminator 2, he dropped another catchphrase that became an instant global phenomenon. Just like "I'll be back," this line was originally a dramatic send-off right before a huge action moment. But now, it's what you yell when you're super excited to be leaving a situation. It's 5 o'clock on Friday and you're finally leaving work. Hasta la vista, baby. It's become a victory cry. Okay, moving on to a more modern classic. This one comes from the bleak dystopian world of The Hunger Games. It sounds like a nice thing to say, but it's got this really, really dark layer underneath. The original context is just chilling. They're literally wishing kids luck as they go into an arena to fight to the death. But we've taken it and turned it into something way more sarcastic. Your friend has a really hard test coming up. You might pat them on the shoulder and say, "May the odds be ever in your favor." It's a perfectly dramatic, funny way to say good luck with life's smaller, less deadly battles. All right, for our last group of quotes, let's look at the lines that perfectly capture that aha moment, that feeling when you suddenly realize you're in a completely new and strange situation. I mean, this has to be one of the most famous lines in movie history, right? Spoken by Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, the second she steps out into the ridiculously colorful world of Oz. It's amazing how a line that was so literal, I mean, she really wasn't in Kansas, has become this universal metaphor. For us, Kansas is our comfort zone, it's what's normal. So anytime we find ourselves in a place or situation that's weird, confusing, or just totally different, this line just perfectly captures that feeling of being a long, long way from home. So we go from a fantasy land to the cold, hard reality of outer space. This incredibly tense and famously understated line from Apollo 13 is based on the actual words from astronauts who were facing a genuine disaster.
What makes our use of this one so funny is just the sheer difference in scale. In the movie, the problem is a catastrophic failure that threatens the astronauts' lives. In our world, the problem is, well, the Wi-Fi's not working, or my computer just froze. We use the absolute life-or-death gravity of the original line to make a joke about how hilariously minor our own tech issues really are.
So after all this, what's the big takeaway? Well, it's pretty clear that movies are so much more than just something we watch for 2 hours. They actually give us a shared language, this pop culture shorthand that finds its way into how we talk to each other every single day. And honestly, we've barely scratched the surface here. There are tons of these phrases woven deep into our culture. It just proves that the greatest movie lines don't die when the credits roll. They jump off the screen and take on a whole new life of their own. And that leaves us with a really fun question to think about. Every year, new movies come out, and somewhere in one of those scripts is the next big catchphrase just waiting to happen. So what do you think it's going to be? Something to keep in mind the next time you're watching a movie.